And it's time for an alcohol-free basic beer review. Yeah, it's an alcohol-free basic beer review, and I'll just show you what we've got. We've got a bottle of the Clausthaler alcohol-free, which is 0.5% ABV, which is, for all intents and purposes, pretty much alcohol-free. And what can I say? It's brewed in Germany. From what I remember, it's been around a long time. I'm sure they had it back when I used to go to Austria nearly 20 years ago. And it was the kind of thing that you could get if you wanted an alcohol-free beer in pubs, almost like we had Caliber, and they had this. I won't lie, I've had this recently, and the reason I'm reviewing it now is because when I had it recently, I thought it was alright. And to be honest, the reason I don't review many alcohol-free beers on this channel is most alcohol-free beers are absolutely rubbish and not really worth reviewing. This one wasn't absolute rubbish, and I thought it was worth reviewing. So, here it is on the channel. Well, what can I say? The German Caliber, although that doesn't really do it justice at all, because Caliber was rubbish. But having said that, I don't think the alcohol-free lagers we're getting now are a great deal better. I can't remember what Caliber was like, to be honest. It's a long time ago since I last had one. But not much has particularly impressed me in the world of alcohol-free lagers, I gotta say. Certainly the ones that are reasonably priced. I mean, you might be able to buy an alcohol-free lager for £5 a can, but then who wants to do that? Anyway, let's open up this instead of rabbiting. So here we go. We've got I've got this glass because I just gotta love this glass. It's a really nice shape. It's really good for testing a lager. Let's get it all in. So what can I say? Is there any information about it? It's naturally brewed. It's refreshing apparently. And yeah, what can I say? It's brewed in Germany. It's brewed in Frankfurt. And it's a 330ml bottle. This was available in Home Bargains. It was £3 for a 4-pack, so very reasonably priced, even for an alcohol-free beer. Only goes about halfway up the glass, but still, we get a nice head. Actually, that looks like a head from a proper lager. It doesn't look like a head from an alcohol-free beer. Not that I know the difference, but it looks quite thick, and they tend to be thinner. The alcohol-free ones. We got lots of bubbles rushing up the glass, but it doesn't look overly carbonated, I wouldn't say. It just looks a bit lively, but it looks nice. Fats, yeah. Let me look at that. Can you see that? Look at that. It looks very nice. All those things just flying up the glass. It's something you can watch, really. A bit of entertainment for you while you're enjoying looking at your beer. It's retaining that head quite well, I got to say. I would have thought that had gone down a bit, especially the speed that those bubbles are rushing up the glass. I would have thought that head wouldn't have lasted as long. But anyway, let's get a nose on it. Let's have a see what it's smelling like. So let's give it a good swill. So I'm hit immediately with like lemon, quite a strong lemon smell. A bit of maltiness in the smell there. Bit of sweetness. It smells very lemony. It doesn't smell necessarily particularly alcohol-free, but it's generally in the taste where you get that kind of, some people will know what I'm talking about, that kind of alcohol-free taste that you get in it. It's kind of like a weird kind of syrupiness. It's not nice, and like almost all alcohol-free lagers have it. But this one, yeah, I'm getting quite a lot of lemon, a bit of lime in the smell, and a bit of malt. And that's about it, really. But it's about the taste. It's not about the smell. We taste the lagers, really. We drink the lagers. We don't really just smell them all night. So I'm going to go in for the old taste. We'll have to see how it tastes. Cheers. So that, to be honest, is alright, I think. If I drank that, I wouldn't immediately think that it was an alcohol-free lager I was drinking. I mean, don't get me wrong, it wouldn't get anywhere in the supermarket lager championships, but having said that, it's quite a pleasant taste. It's a little bit weak in the taste, which it would be. It's got a nice bit of breadiness to it, a bit of malt in there. That lemoniness is, I think that lemoniness is kind of disguising whatever that sweet weird taste you get with alcohol-free beers is, and I think that's a good thing. I think it kind of masks that, whatever that lemoniness is, it masks the fact, I think, that it's an alcohol-free beer a bit. Most alcohol-free beers, I feel that if I had it against some lagers that weren't alcohol-free, I'd be able to tell which one it is immediately. I mean, this one, if it wasn't so distinctively Clausthaler, then this one I don't think I would know. If I had some others that tasted a bit of lemon and stuff like that, and I like a Hawkstone and a Hawkstone Session and a couple of ones like that, because that was quite lemony and quite limey, then I don't think I would know. It's got a nice bit of bitterness on the finish. And although it's quite sweet with the lemon, it's quite dry as well at the same time. It's very refreshing, and it's surprisingly moreish as well. I mean, I have had this before, and I remember it's not often I have an alcohol-free beer and then want to have another. But the thing is, with this, I had a few one after another because I was just enjoying it, and the same thing here. It's just nice. I'm really enjoying it. I don't think that I've ever had an alcohol-free lager that I've honestly said I've enjoyed, to be honest. Just trying to think, are there any that I've enjoyed? I mean, there are some that have been better than others, like the Perlenbacher alcohol-free is quite good, I think, from Lidl, well, in comparison. I used to like the Heineken, but now I find it a little bit too sweet, the Heineken alcohol-free. Stella alcohol-free is quite good. Bizarrely enough, the alcohol-free versions of things like Stella and Heineken and stuff are actually better than the ones with alcohol in them. Not saying much, to be fair, but alcohol-free Carlsberg is one. I think I did that on the channel. It's one that really surprised me, that. That is so much better than normal Carlsberg. But, as far as I'm concerned, they all take a backseat to this. It depends really if you like a bit of lemon and lime in your lager. This to me tastes like they got a lager, a normal lager with alcohol in it, put a shot of lime in it, like a lager and lime. That's pretty much what it tastes like. It tastes like a lager and lime. So if you like your lager and lime, but you don't want to drink the alcohol, I would say this would be right up your street. But again, different people have different tastes. Yeah, I mean, you know, if I was driving or whatever, I'd so have one of these. I'd drink this all night, no problem at all. There won't be much left for the thumbnail, considering how much I've drunk, but that's all right. I'll just I'll improvise. I might get a second bottle and top it up with that to make it look more full. So there you go. In case you're wondering why there was so much, in fact, I will. So there you go, an alcohol-free beer, so tasty that I want to have another. And I will top it up with another, and I'm going to enjoy the topped up version. So there you go. Yeah, Clausthaler, I'd definitely say give it a try. Might not be for everyone. I've enjoyed it, and I think it's the first lager I've had really, which could be a reasonable substitute for a proper lager. When I say a proper lager, I'm talking about a lager I like to drink. I'm not talking Augustine or anything like that, but I would choose this over possibly a Warsteiner, something like that. Maybe. Certainly if I was like driving or if I didn't want to drink any alcohol that night, then I would definitely choose this over something like a Warsteiner or a Menabrea or something like that. So there you go. Or even a Hawkstone. There you go, end on that. Anyway, until next time, have a good one.